Hello beautyloving unicorns and welcome back to my channel, and this video that is heavily inspired by the video that Mariah Leonard did on her channel, where she was showing some favorite color combinations within quads. She actually said in her video that it is like normally she buys eyeshadows, she doesn't buy more than 4 at once. This doesn't really apply to me because I buy way more at once than that, but I do love the idea of showing your favorite color combinations within little quads, so I thought I'd do that as well. Also, I actually gotten a request to do this, and since I already watched the video when I got this request, I thought it was the greatest idea to do this myself on my own channel. I will leave Mariah's video down below if you haven't seen it. She's not one of the YouTubers where I watch absolutely every video where she puts up, but I do think she's quite educational and she does have a lot of really good videos, so I will link that down below. Also, don't forget to subscribe to my channel down below, that's in the corner here. I do upload videos every week and I would love to have you. So let's get into the quads, like my favorite color combos and how I feel and think, more like how I think when I do color combos. I'm going to show them on a mini palette like this, one of these that you buy. I bought this from eBay. Just search for like empty magnetic makeup palette or something and you will find things that you can buy from eBay. That is not necessarily always the cheapest option, but if you want to buy a no-brand palette, that is a good choice. So I'm not going to be live swatching these shadows on my arms because most of these shadows are quite well known, but I will show you some close-ups of the colors that I already pre-filmed so you can see how they all look together when they're swatched out. But let me show you the first color combo. And you're going to think like, wow Angie, this isn't really you. But this is the quad. I mean, everybody's talking about a palette being a one-stop shop. Is that what they say? English isn't my first language and sometimes I get confused. But that every palette, I feel it's ridiculous that people are like that every palette has to have everything. That's stupid. I would rather have a little quad like this and then just have a really fun and colorful palette to mix with these shades. So this is basically the 4 shades that are the must neutrals for me. It is a bone colored white, a neutral light beige, a warm brown, and a really dark brown that is almost black, because I love using a really dark almost black color. That is something I love doing. This is Vanilla Bee by Makeup Geek, Cocoa Bear by Makeup Geek, Soft Brown by MAC, and Till Death by Luxie. This Till Death by Luxie has quickly become one of my favorites in my makeup collection when doing somewhat neutral looks or needing to deepen up a warm look. I think it's amazing. So let me show you some close-ups of these shadows. So these are the 4 staples in my collection. If I have these 4, I feel like I'm fine. I can bring in any colorful palette that doesn't have a matte crease color or a deepening up color or a matte brow bone highlight. I can just use these 4 and any palette will do for any kind of look. So instead of thinking that every palette needs to have everything, I like thinking like this, that I have a little neutral quad on the side that I can just pull in if I feel like I need to ground the look. If it's getting too crazy, not a fan. Not that that's really a problem with me. Next quad is the really warm and fiery quad. This is something I go for when I want to have a warm look but I don't want to have warm neutrals. I love starting out with a yellow, then going into an orange, then going into a bright red and having a bright red metallic to match with these colors. This is really a go-to quad for me, and if you have something like this in your collection, this will work with any bright color on the lid as well, because the warmth and the crease will work good with a blue or a green or a purple on the lid. You'll be fine. This is Capri by Divina. I love this one. I've been mentioning it a lot on my channel. Morocco by Makeup Geek, which I feel is a staple. And this is another color that I've been talking a lot about on my channel, and it is Vibrant Red by Sense. And this is Firefly by Luxie. This is a new red metallic for me, but it is a duochrome between a fiery red and a deep coppery orange. It's a beautiful color, so let's look at the close-ups. So if you want to put in some, if you have like a lot of neutral palettes and you feel like you want to try that red fiery look like the Natasha Denona Sunset palette. Just getting a quad like this with a yellow, an orange, a red and a metallic bright red could really be such a cute and fun addition to those neutral warm palettes. You don't even have to use all of them at once, but this is a really good addition if you're already into neutrals and you just want to spruce it up a bit. Next quad is something that I like going to when I feel like I want to have something colorful but I still want to be a bit muted. Going for a nice olivey, not even olivey green, like just a muted forest green is amazing. And this is, I think it is Dirty Martini by Makeup Geek. I'm pretty sure I picked that one up. Wait one second. Yes, it is Dirty Martini by Makeup Geek, and you can use this in so many different ways. And if you have like a quad like this could be such a great addition if you love working with browns and beiges and you just want to bring a little bit of color and funness into your look. You can use this as a one eyeshadow look. It's so easy to use Dirty Martini on your lid, blend it into your crease as high as you feel is comfortable, and then just nothing else. This is Elven Gold by Sense. This is such a great color to have in addition with this. They work so good together. And if you want to warm this up, this color, Divina's color Court Me, is such a great, you know, that baby pukey color that is like yellow undertone but not too warm. It's such a great color to use together with this one. And if you want to have a great shimmer together with this more cooler muted green, this one that is Nymph by Luxie, it's such a great color. But any like olivey, cooler olivey metallic will work so good with these colors, and you can have a really cool color without being too bright. So this kind of color scale is something that I do love working with when I want to be muted but still fun. This is the fourth quad, and now we're getting into really colorful options. Well, you can see today, I love working with bright pinks. This is Sandbar by Colourpop. Is a really affordable option if you really like the Radioactive stack by Melt and you couldn't really afford it, although I am wearing that on my eyes today because I really do love that stack. But this Sandbar is really nice as well. You can either use it with some purples and get like a smoky colorful look, or you can use it with this Sauvage, also by Colourpop. It is a gorgeous peachy pink metallic and works so good with either the purples or the pinks or all of them. So many options with this. This is a lighter purple, which is Push by Divina, and this is a darker purple, which is Deep Grape. Is it Deep Grape? I think so. I will put all the color combos down below so you can have a look. But this is such a fun, colorful option if you want to try more purples and pinks and you want to have some options for combinations. I love this quad, and I actually got so inspired just putting this together because these are the kinds of colors that I love working with. So let's look at some close-ups. I love working with the combo of pink, peach and red together. And if you want to have something that's in that area but not as extreme as I have today, because I have like a vibrant red and a vibrant pink, this is the kind of combo. This is like my everyday, like, what do you call, what does everybody call it? They call it like my go-to. Yes, this is like my go-to quad. If I want to be more colorful or bright, I will add some of this Poodle by Colourpop in the crease. Otherwise, I will just use these three. This is Bitten by Makeup Geek, cult classic. This is Cupcake, one of my favorites from Makeup Geek, and this is also one of my favorites from Makeup Geek. This is I'm Peachless. These three together will create the most amazing, beautiful, flattering look. You wouldn't maybe think that a burgundy, a pink and a peach would work that good together, but they're magical together. And if I want to be more daring and bright, I will put a muted pink together with this one in the crease to really make the eyes pop. This is the combination that I do recommend if you want to get more into pinks or burgundies, but you're afraid that it's going to be too much. Having something like this in addition to a neutral palette could be such a good addition, and I do recommend this quad. So let's look at the close-ups. So good together. I'm sorry if I'm Peachless doesn't really come across in the close-ups, but it is so stunning and beautiful in real life. It is definitely one of my favorite shades ever. do recommend it. If you order from Geek, you have to get on Peachless. It's so beautiful. Okay, only 2 problems. Having 2 more quals to show you. And this has recently, as in the last 7-8 months, been my absolute favorite color combo. I love it, and it is also the reason why I bought the Kylie Jenner Peach palette, because this color combo is speaking to me on another level. I'm in love with this color combo. I might marry it someday, but peaches with blues, or even pinks with blues. I love pink with blue and I love peach with blue, and preferably in this mid-tone range. Doesn't have to be super light or super dark, although I do prefer super light with super light and super dark with super dark. When it comes to peaches and blues, I love this either light or mid-range. These work so good together, you have no idea. You can even use like one color on top of your eye and the other one under. You can use something like this in your crease and this like on your lid. You can use something like this on your lid and then this in your crease. You can use the shimmer in your crease. It's fine. Calm down, you can. Just saying that these go so well together, so don't be afraid to experiment with blues and peaches or blues and pinks, to be honest, as well together. So pretty. This is one of my new favorites. It's one of the new Auroras by Luxie. It's After Party. Oh, it's so beautiful. I love it so much. It is amazing. This is Centerfold by Colourpop. This is Chitchat by Makeup Geek, and this is not really wanting to stick because it is a MAC shadow and it is Atlantic Blue. You know, MAC shadows, they don't really have the same, I guess they're not this magnetized in the same way as every other brand. I don't know, why does MAC have to be so special all the time? MAC, you don't have to be like the special snowflake. Just calm down, get in line, get with the time, okay? Get with the time. But anyways, I love these colors together. I think they're amazing. Just look at the close-ups and just imagine how pretty these would be on your eyes. Dare to experiment a bit. Okay, this is the last quad that I want to show you, and this is also a way that I love using a pop of color. If you have a neutral warm crease, putting a pop of color, or like a metallic blue, a metallic purple, or metallic green on your lid doesn't look as crazy and it doesn't feel as intimidating. It is a perfect way to ground a pop of color if you want to get some pop of color but you don't want to be too crazy. This is 2 of the Divina mattes that I really love. It's Naivia and Lucretia. I will link them down below so you can find them if you want to, but this warm yummy peach together with this warm yummy chocolatey, almost red tone, clayey brown. That is a lot of words to describe a brown. Calm down, woman. You can either have this one. Why is there black on my finger? Go away. You can either have this one, which is a duochrome by Luxie. It is Omega. It is a beautiful green, blue, purple. It's one of our best duochromes. It's amazing. Or something like this, like a fresh chive green. This is Sage Sensation. So hard to say. By Coastal Scents, it is amazing. Imagine having these 3 together, or these 3 together, or this on the inner half of the lid, this on the outer half of the lid, and then having these 2 in your crease. A color combo like this could take you really far, and if you're into neutrals, adding something like this and matching with these kinds of colors in the crease, it's gonna look bomb. Don't be afraid to use that. If you want to ground the look even more, just use a black liner on the top, on your top lashes as well. It will ground the look even more. Greens and blues are so pretty together with earthy browns. Just let's look at some close-ups, shall we? So that was it. That was all the color combos I had to show you today. I do hope that you get a bit inspired with using more colors and color combos, because you know I'm all about that life. I love color. I love mixing different colors, and some people ask me how I get inspired to do different makeup looks, and it is 99.9% looking at different color combos, thinking like, how can I get this magical color combo on my eye? It could be a postcard, a sunset, a butterfly. It can be anything. I just like, ooh, that blue looks so good together with that yellow. I'm gonna do something like that. So don't be afraid to experiment with colors. A lot of colors go better together than what you imagine. Don't forget to look at Mariah's video down below as well if you want to get more inspiration. And also don't forget to subscribe, like I said. I think that was it. I will see you in my next video, which will be real soon. Bye!